You like Roblox anime games, huh? I'm gonna assume you most likely have heard of Bloxfruit then. I mean, how could you not? Bloxfruit is low-key one of the most popular games on Roblox. I'm gonna also assume that you may or may not have heard of Type Souls then, right? Well, these two games do have small similarities. One of the similarities is that both of these games are anime games based off the big three. And in my opinion, these are two of the most popular anime Roblox games you can play right now. So I decided that why not answer the age-old question, which one of these games is better? Now, please don't get it twisted. Both of these games, truly from the bottom of my heart, make me sick to my fucking stomach. However, if I had to answer the question, which one of these games makes me more sick to my stomach? Mother! Do I got something for you? Do I have something for you? What's up, everybody? It's True Sage. It's pronounced True Sage. This is one of the few times where I decided to do something outside of reactions and do a gaming video like how my channel was originally meant to be. So if you don't follow me on Twitch by now, I do happen to play Bloxfruit and Type Souls. I've been playing Type Souls a lot more than Bloxfruit. Just played Bloxfruit a lot a year ago. But I've definitely had my fair share of both of these games. So how we're going to be comparing these games is by 5 different categories: combat, progression, power system, PvP, and then last but not least, replayabilities. I feel like between the both of these games, this is the most important categories to compare them both. So this is how we're gonna do it. If you disagree with anything, I mean anything that I have to say, please let me know in the comment section down below, and I will read and try to answer to it. Without further ado, let's go ahead and get to compare. First thing we're gonna compare is the combat between the both of them. In my honest opinion, I'm going to give combat to Type Souls. Now, I was honestly really going to give it to Bloxfruit at first. However, I feel like that both games evolve around just dodging a shit ton and just throwing attacks at each other. But I feel like in Type Souls, I have more of a chance / more often can I connect combos within the combat. Now, you can do combos in Bloxfruit too, but you have to have certain things like the Soul Guitar, or maybe like the certain Devil Fruit, or you have to have like, you know, the God Fist fighting style or something like that. Type Souls from the jump, you can actually do combos. Now, my problem with Type Souls combat is that the combat does feel really stiff, while Bloxfruit was a lot more swift and a lot more free. But truly from the bottom of my heart, Bloxfruit is just a bunch of dodging and throwing bullshit at each other. So I'm going to give combat the slight edge to Type Souls. So Type Souls 1, Bloxfruit 0. How do I go back to about?
You know, you are the one with the ability.
I forgot. I forgot.
12 seconds later.
Say, you teleported a random low level, and bro's confused. He said, "Where are we?"
I'm so sorry. Now, what the second thing we're going to compare is the progression between the both of them. Both of these progressions can be hell. One of these actually has a slightly easier progression than the other one, and that's Bloxfruit. At least in Bloxfruit, you can play the game from level 1 and play it to max level and not have to worry about breaking your keyboard necessarily. Type Souls is literally just how much do you hate your life. Type Souls progression quite literally involves murder and PvP every single person you see. And then at least in Bloxfruit, you can actually see your progression bar. In Type Souls, you can't see it, and I really don't like games like that. So you're really just fighting for God knows how long. And I think before the patch, it used to take a long time to fucking level up. And don't get me started if you're a hollow and you're trying to become an Iran card. The Lord forbid or that's the Lord. Hey, Jesus, dude. The progression in Bloxfruit definitely feels a lot more natural. But I will be honest with you, Bloxfruit can get to be very, very repetitive. It's just kind of a bunch of do this mission 50 times. Once you get too strong to this mission, go to the next mission, do that one 50 times, and the next and the next and the next. But I think I'd rather take that than trying to PvP in elite grade for the 45th time just to level up. So, you know, Bloxfruit's going to take progression. So Bloxfruit 1, Type Souls 1. They're even. You know, TikTok, he suspended me like talking about, please don't hurt me. Hey, oh my God, what is this? Oh my God, help me! Oh, he's too strong! He's too strong! He's too strong! Next thing is going to be the power system. What I mean by power system is in general the abilities in the game and how good they are and how cool they are. Don't get twisted, both of these have some pretty cool abilities in both games, to be honest with you. I was actually kind of blown away by some of the stuff you can actually do in Type Souls, especially as of recently. But if I gotta be honest, I'm going to have to give this to Bloxfruit. There's so many different versatile things you can do, from different Devil Fruits, different weapons, different fighting styles, all kind of different things. You know what I mean? You don't have to have a devil fruit to be good. You don't have to have a weapon to be good, you know. And then on top of that too, it's just a lot more abilities than type souls, and they're just a lot flashier. Now type souls do have a lot of nice and cool abilities, but there definitely does seem to be a limit. And then with Bloxfruit constantly adding new things, I mean type souls is too, but Bloxfruit just seems to have a lot more versatility in their power system of what type souls does. Now we're going to discuss PvP, in which, Lord have mercy, I truly hate both of these PvPs. I really do. I can't take a piss without the word by getting smacked in the back of my head. But between the both of these games, PvP, dude, type souls may have to take the edge on PvP. Now, for granted, the game is just based off of PvP, like literally, that's how you level up. But it's just something about getting like third party and type souls. It hits a little bit different than getting third party in Bloxfruit. Getting third party and type souls, if you're just like that, you can handle them. In Bloxfruit, if you're just chilling, I mean chilling, minding your business, and you just get randomly anally fucked by a dough user, there is nothing you can do. If a motherfucker roll up with you with dough slinging nut on you, there is nothing you can do about it, bro. Nothing. You probably have a better chance of getting like third party and type souls than Bloxfruit. When you get third party in Bloxfruit, it's just the worst thing in the world. Now, for granted, in Bloxfruit you actually can cut off your PvP, but we're talking about if it was on the actual aspect of PvP one another, you know what I mean? And then with the combat as well in type souls being a little bit better than Bloxfruit, I feel like PvPing it just it feels better, especially when you're even level too. Plus, I mean, you could be a low level in type souls and still 1v1 a high level person and win. If someone just in a whole nother seed than you in Bloxfruit, there was no chance of you winning. I don't give a damn if you got booted either. It doesn't fucking matter. Anyways though, both is a tie. Bloxfruit 2, type souls 2. This is the tiebreaker, and in my opinion, the most important aspect of not only both of these games, but any game, honestly, replayability. Which one of these games has the ability for me to cut this shit on the next day, and the next day, and the next day, and continue to play it for whatever god reason I would want to do that. I gotta be honest with you with the both of these. Bloxfruit has a lot of things to offer, but it can get really, really repetitive. Type souls does have a more grounded combat system, and then the grind of type souls makes you want to hop on the game the next day, and the next day, and the next day. But I will probably claw my eyes out before I get to day 2 how long it takes to progress in that game. But overall, I think the Bloxfruit has more replayability than type souls does. Not only does it have more things to offer, but let's just talk about in both games when you hit max level, right? I genuinely feel like there's more things to do in Bloxfruit after you hit max level than what there is in type souls. And I'm not talking about making a new character. I'm talking about staying on your max level character. There's some Bloxfruit you can 1v1 for the top of the leaderboard. You can collect bounties. It feels more rewarding to help people in Bloxfruit what it does in type souls. You have more bosses, you have more raid bosses, and then they're also just generally update the game with new limited time things you can do. While in type souls, once you hit max level, there's still different things you can do. I think especially with the clans, you can do different raids, but after a while, you're going to eventually hit a wall where there isn't that many more things to do, honestly. And then it takes a lot, even though it takes a long time to rank up in type souls, if you play it often, you play Bloxfruit often at the same pace, you're gonna reach max level in type souls before you do Bloxfruit, and then you have little and less to do than Bloxfruit. In conclusion, I think Bloxfruit just has better progression. I think Bloxfruit is a better power system, and I think Bloxfruit is overall more replayable than type souls. Like, type souls does have better combat in my opinion and a PvP, but at the end of the day, I just don't think type souls is as good as a game that Bloxfruit is. But to be fair, Bloxfruit is a game that's been around for a while now. Like, type souls is still kind of a newish game on the market, so it has plenty of time to grow. But just know, while it's growing, it's not as good as Bloxfruit, unfortunately. Anyways, though, if you guys like this video, hit the subscribe button. Doesn't just help me, but it helps you too. YCC content similar to this one. If you guys did like the video, I appreciate it a lot. If y'all didn't, well, fuck you then. Either way I go, I'm out here, I need to keep it easy, and I'm gone. Watch my other videos, and peace.